Now, what we are going to do now, today we are going to discuss about the Azure pipeline. As I said, we are into very important stage here. So we are into very important stage here. What we are going to learn here now, let's understand. Today, hope so I will be able to complete one project here. I will be able to complete the project. Now see how the flow will be like. What we need to understand from here. First thing will be, there will be two process here. First process is, this is a CI process. First process is CI process, continuous integration process. All I'd say, this is my integration process. First process is integration. Means this is called build process as well. We are going to build the package here. Now I can call it, this is called package here. What I'll do here, we'll build the package here. This is CI. Another one will be CD process. Continuous delivery means where you are delivering your packaged whatever the package you are creating here, where you are going to deliver there. So that we need to understand, we will understand. So CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery tool. What we are going to do, we are going to use the continuous integration and continuous delivery here. So in continuous integration, what we are going to do here, in continuous integration, we are going to generate the artifact. Actually, there is proper terminology for this one is artifact here. We are going to generate one complete package of application here. What application package? Means one complete application. What I said, source code along with library and dependencies. This complete application package we are going to generate here after generating artifact. There are so many tasks we are going to perform here. We are going to perform the sonar here, code quality check. We are going to integrate the sonar cube here. Not today. In today's project, I'll show you the flow. I want you people to understand the flow. What is the CI/CD flow here? Then tomorrow I'll configure some of the tools here. Sonar cube I'll configure, Trivy I'll configure. I'll show you people what are the use cases of these tools here tomorrow. So, but as of now today, what we are going to see, we are going to see how to generate a pipeline. That is Azure pipeline for what we are going to, how we are going to generate the Azure pipeline for the project. .NET project we have actually. So we are generating for the .NET. So what are the parameters? Let's understand through the practical way actually. This is CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. In integration part, we are going to generate the artifact. In delivery part, that artifact we are going to put to the end user. Means this application will be accessible. End of the session, you will understand how the flow is like. So this we need to understand. Coming to here, let's create an environment. How to create the environment? First, what we need to do, we need to go to the dev.azure.com. What we need to do, we need to create one account in dev.azure.com. That is my first mandatory requirement here. Dev. So dev.azure.com here. What you need to do, you need to go. Now your interface will not be like this. Please understand, your interface will not be like this. Your interface will be something like this. As soon as you will click on dev.azure.com, it will appear like this. So what you need to do, you need to click on next. And here you can enter the organization name. Organization name is, you can understand organization name. There will be projects within the organization. So any name you can write. So this is my, I am writing name of this organization is my class organization. I'm writing this is my class organization. Actually, I'm writing this is my class organization. I'm writing some number here like this. Then where you want to host the project, you can change the region, whichever region you want to host the project, United States, India, Canada, Central, wherever. Then this is not case sensitive. You can write uppercase letter, lowercase letter. There is no restriction here. XK6. So like this, continue. What we are doing, we are creating one organization. Within the organization, there will be a project. Within the projects, we are going to work as a team. Now let's create environment first. Now what is doing is creating the organization here. Creating the organization now like this. So this is the organization, new organization. What will be with this is, with this inside this there will be a .NET project. What I'm doing, I'm creating a .NET project. So whatever the project, that will be within the organization here. Here we can have more than one project. That can be public and private project. Public means of course publicly accessible. Private means private it will be. And this is what Azure DevOps is. This is what Azure DevOps is. All together is Azure DevOps. Boards. Boards is something like Jira. something like Jira here. We are going to generate the token from here. If I'll go to the board section here, board is something like Jira here. You are going to get end-to-end work here from here. Then afterward repo here. By default, as we can see, we can use a repository from Azure. This is Azure repository here by default. Otherwise, we can integrate third party also. We will understand in today's session. Then this is the pipeline section, how you generate the CI/CD, process of generating the pipeline here. These things we will understand from here. So, but before this, now where I am, you can see in the bottom here, I am inside the project setting here in the bottom. Project setting, if I'll click on this one, I'll see the project setting here. Bottom, I'll see in the project setting, I'll go to the project setting. But before that, if I'll click here, see, you can change your interface from here on the top side, this side here. Keep your eye here. So you can click on class organization, you will be inside the organization setting, two setting, organization setting and project setting. If you click on organization setting will appear. If you click on project setting will appear. If you click on class organization, this is my class organization. Under organization, there will be overviews. Overviews here, projects. What projects you are working here? Now see what project. This is a .NET project. You want to add more, you just click on more. Add more project. This is my what I'm doing demo hyphen here. Let me create another project got created. How many projects you are working? Those projects will be here. A list of all the projects. How many user are working under this project? You can add user here. I can add the user here. But please understand, I can add the user who are using now. See what is the level of user here. I'm adding a user called class user here. What I'm doing here, I'm adding a user called class user here, something like class user here. What is the access level? What sorts of access you want to give? Basic, stakeholder, or Visual Studio Describer here, and add to project. Which project you want to add this user? I want to add this user to the demo project or DevOps, whatever the .NET project I'm doing. I'm adding this to him. One session notification here, one added users. What is saying? One session notification here. Now see view all. Now see what is saying here just now. What is saying? Add user here. Add uses failed because email address is invalid here. We need to add the email address actually. So now see what we need to do. We need to add the email address, right? If I'm adding the user here means here access level project here. I need to in user section. I need to add the user email ID actually. Like this means there will be a team here. They are going to work what? They are going to work like this. Billing here, of course, billing will be whatever the bills is coming. You are going to handle these things from here. If this is your task, of course you are. If you are in management side, you need to handle this billing thing here. Of course, notification of billing will come here like this. So this is here billing section. One more thing I forgot to mention this. This Azure DevOps is for free. You no need to enter any card detail here. This is completely free. Just click on dev.azure.com and you will be able to log in into this one. You no need to enter any single credential. No credit card, no debit card. But one recommendation: if you are creating this account here, please create account, same account. Now please use same email ID for Azure Cloud, and please use same email ID for Azure DevOps. Don't create different one, otherwise we will not be able to make a service connection in the future. Like this is what we need to see. So what is the other overview? What we need to see here, other overview we have is we need to get into the agent pool. We'll understand here, but we need to get into the parallel job. This is first requirement here. What we need a parallel jobs here. I don't have a parallel jobs here. You can see here parallel jobs. Microsoft hosted parallel jobs we don't have. Why parallel jobs? Parallel jobs means here we are going to perform the task, run the jobs. Run the jobs means we are going to perform the task. That task can be performed by using these parallel jobs. We should have some credential here to create the jobs. Means they'll charge us to create the pipeline here, or otherwise they are giving free. 1800 minutes will be free here. 1800 free minutes will be there. So how to apply that for 1800 minutes? Let's understand. So what you need to do, just go here like this. Okay, this is my credential here. Then what we need 1800 free minutes. How that can be? So just go to the Google. Please search from the Google. So what I'm doing, I'm applying. So what I'm doing here, I am applying Parallel jobs for Azure DevOps here. Now see, parallel jobs for Azure DevOps. Click on first link. Click on first link. Each and every one you have to do this. Now see, scroll down here. You'll see one. Scroll down here, little bit, just a little bit here. After scrolling, you will see something like this. Submit the request. Click on this one here. Enter the detail here. What enter the detail? You need to enter the name. Please enter the same name here. What? No, please enter the same name here, whatever the name you have here. This is my kumar.thakur07. This is the username, but you can write your name here. Whatever the name is, you can write the same name. What I'm writing my name here, Pawan Kumar here. This is my name. What is your email address? You can copy. Please copy this email address. Don't enter any other email address. Otherwise, it will not give you free 1800 minutes here. Control V, done. Then you need to enter the organization name. What is your organization name? So same name you have to enter here. So what was our organization name? Just copy and paste from here. This is our organization name. Class organization. What is our organization name? This class organization 6. This is our name. Copy, paste. Click on this one here. Just get into this. Enter. And please configure private one like this. It will take around 24 hours to 48 hours. Within 48 or 24 hours, you'll get parallel jobs. This is my first requirement. Please create one account, apply for parallel jobs standard. Second thing, I have another organization. In this organization, now this parallel jobs will be, now these are my organization. Within the organization, I have a projects. Now this parallel jobs will be applicable only for that particular organization. What I did just now, I entered the detail of this organization, right? So parallel jobs will be applied to this one. In this organization, I already have parallel jobs here. If I go to the organization setting, I will be able to see these parallel jobs here. Now see, I will be able to see these parallel jobs here. What I'll do, I'll just click on this one here and I see I have a parallel jobs here. So like this, first thing. Now let's play with little bit. So now what I'm doing here, I'm going to this 8 p.m. class. So this is already existed one actually. See, let's see the pipeline if there is any. So I'll delete this pipeline. I don't want you people to misunderstand something. So like this, what I have here, like this. Control B, I'm deleting. So one or more build associated with this one. Okay, I need to go inside this one then. Okay, there are many more built here. I need to delete individually here, but let it, it's okay. So now what we are going to do here, I'm going to the pipeline here. Now see, first job is what? Now see, let's create the pipeline. One common question, what I felt, what I have seen people asking, they'll ask, give me the flow of pipeline. So what is the flow of pipeline? Go to the pipeline. Just find your source code. Now, as I said, what developer will do, developer will push the source code. Where he pushed the source code. That source code you have to integrate. Whenever we are creating the pipeline in Azure, there is a two way of creating. One is by YAML, another is by using classic editor. Now, if you use first time this one here, your interface will not be like this. Please understand, this will not be like this. So how your interface will be? Your interface will be something like this. Go to the organization setting, not project setting, organization setting. Then you go to the setting here. After going to the setting here, your interface will be something like this. These two boxes will be on like this. Disable creation of classic build pipeline and creation of classic release pipeline. This will be like this. If I click on this one here, I will be see something like this. Now see what I'll do. I'll go to this class here, 8 p.m. class one here. I'll go to the pipeline here. If I'll go to the pipeline here, new pipeline here, then now see that classic editor section will not be available here for you. So what do people need to do? Go to the this here, go to this one here, organization setting again, go to the setting. So go to the setting here. After going to the setting here, what you need to do here? Just enable both of them. Just so disable both of them actually. You need to disable like this. If you disable means your interface will be something like this. So if I go to the pipeline section here, If I'll go to new pipeline here, if I'll go to the classic editor here, so I will be able to see something like this. My first requirement, what is my first requirement? Source code. Where is my source code? This is Azure Repo for Git, this one. Another one is GitHub. Where is your source code? You will ask, where is your source code? Now, if I'm talking about GitHub here, now see Azure Repos for Git. This is now what this is. This tool we have here in inbuilt. But GitHub, this is third-party tool actually. SVN is also a third-party tool. Bitbucket is also a third-party tool where you hosted your code. That thing is very important. I have my code in GitHub. Where I have code in my GitHub. So what I need to do, I need to connect with GitHub. So for that, what I need a service connection. People will ask you, what do you mean by service connection? Whenever we need to interact with the third party, whenever we need to communicate with the third party tool other than Azure DevOps here, so we need to build the service connection. How to build the service connection here? First method. You can click here. You can create a new connection here. This is one of the way. Or otherwise, what you can do, you can go to the project setting here. As you'll go to the project setting here, there will be a service connection here. Now, what will be? There will be a service connection here. What you can do like this, something like this, new service connection. New service connection means what connection you are setting up. I am setting up the connection with the GitHub here. You can find. So please understand, whenever we are going to interact with any third party tool, Chef, Cargo, Docker host, Bitbucket here, any cloud provider, AWS for Azure, Jenkins, Jira, Maven, any third party tool, whenever we are going to integrate SonarQube, what we are going to do, we are going to use what? We are going to use the service connection here. We are going to create the service connection. How to create the service connection? Let's understand. What we are doing, we are creating the connection for the GitHub here. Now grant authorization here. Grant authorization means what we can do, he'll ask us to enter the authorization here. Authorize means here, this is the first way. You can authorize. Authorize means as soon as I'll click here, it will ask me to enter the username and password of this GitHub here. This is the first way, authorization way. I think in my case, it will not ask because I'm using quite frequently actually. That's why it's showing me. In your case, you have to enter what? Username and password of GitHub account. Otherwise, second way is a PAT, personal access token. Do you people knows how to generate the personal access token? But let's understand, I'm generating. Now what you can do, whatever the PAT, personal access token we can generate here. So PAT means how to generate the personal access token. I shown you already, but it's okay. Now see, I shown you guys already. Now see how you can generate. Go to this side here. I'm into the GitHub here now. See what you need to do. Go to the setting here. Go to the setting part. Then scroll down here in the bottom. There is two way. Either you add username or password. Either you create from a. Either what you do, either you add a token like this. How to generate the token? You go with any. What you can do here, you can this is authorization way. Otherwise, you can use the access token here. Fine grained or token classic, entirely up to your choice. Let me delete those. I'm deleting those old tokens here wherever I used. So I'm going to generate the new. What I'm doing, I'm generating the new classic one. Let's see. So he's asking me password. Hope so I remember the password. Yeah. Hope so this is my password here. Like this. Now in token, you are going to provide access. What access? According to that. Now see, you are going to provide access to the end user. Whenever you are creating token here, please be double sure. What is his job role? According to that, you are going to provide access. Otherwise, what will be there? If you are giving access to this one, from USA, from other person, anywhere in the world, he will be able to change your configuration here in your projects. So you need to be careful here. What I'm giving a token, generating a token. What's your token here? I'm giving a token class here, like this. Token will be generated. So entirely up to you. This token will be here, right? What you can do, you can copy and paste that token. That is the first thing you can perform. Or otherwise, what I said, you can use token, or otherwise, what I'm doing here, I'm adding the token here straight away. Service connection name. What connection? This is my GitHub to DevOps connection. What is this? Is my GitHub to DevOps connection. Naming convention will be very, very important. In the future, we are going to understand these things. So like this, if you want to write the description here, you can write the description here. So what sorts of access you have granted, that information you have to write here, verify and save. Service connection, one thing here, why we are Why we are using service connection here? Service connection. Why we are using service connection? Whenever we need to interact with the third party, we need to build the service connection. This is what one concept, very, very important concept. Now see what I did here, new pipeline here. I did new pipeline here. I'm going to the build pipeline, going to the classic editor. We can create the pipeline by using YAML or otherwise classic editor. I'm using classic editor. I'm going to the GitHub here, service connection, whatever the service connection we have, I can attach that service connection where it's already there. Now see, we can use the service connection. What is service connection? This is here, GitHub to the DevOps from the token, or otherwise you can use another one here. From here also I can create the service connection here like this, authorize or UI, familiarity with the UI here. How you are going to use, you can write the name like this, your repository access will be there. So like this, I have a project called 999. Don't worry, I'll share this repository link so you can fork this repository. Please fork this repository. Branch is very, very important here. Which branch you are taking, master branch here. Here you have to do what? What do you have to do? You have to go to that project actually. You have to search for the project for 999 actually. Intentionally, I have written name. It will be very easy for me to understand. This is the project here. This is the project here. So what you can do here, this is the project here. So do not okay. So what you can do here, you can select this thing here. And this is the project here. You can fork here. This is .NET project here. Like this, you can fork. Then what we need to understand here, we got this thing here. Cross check your branch, which branch your source code are. How to check? You need to go to the demo app section here. You need to go to this one here. You need to see the branch, which branch you have, how many branches you have. I have only one branch called master. So from where you want to set up the pipeline, that is very, very important here. Like this, continue with this one. As you continue with this one, templates will appear. Now what this template will do, this template is a schema of our pipeline. So what task we are going to perform in the future. So this template is a schema here. The template is designed as per the language. Please understand. For Android, it will be a different template. For ASP.NET Core, it will be a different template. And for Java, Maven built Python package, this one will be there. And if I go to the ASP.NET Core, it will be different for the ASP.NET Core. Our project are ASP.NET Core. I'm going into this. So whatever your build are, according to that, you are going to set. Means here we have to sit down with the developer. We need to ask him what sorts of project you have according to that. Then edit the name. Actually, if you want to write the name, what I'm writing, this is my .NET project for the class. What this is my .NET project for the class. So like this naming convention is entirely up to you. So like this, I'm writing the .NET project for class. Then afterwards, second thing, now as soon as I clicked here, task will be shown here. What I'm doing first here, pipeline section, I need to configure this thing here. First configuration, I need to configure the name. Second one, I need to configure the pool. Pool means a series of agents will be there. Agent pool means agent. Here there will be two type of agent. One is Microsoft hosted agent, another one is self-hosted agent. Let's understand what this Microsoft hosted agent and self-hosted agent are. Something like this. Let me take an example of road. We have one road, right? Two type of road. One is built by the government. One is built by the government, one is built by our own, right? On road, what we are doing? On road, we are running the vehicle. Like this, we are running the vehicle on the road, right? So on vehicle, we are running the road. On road, we are running the vehicle like this. Now, so what this vehicle is my pipeline. What this vehicle is my pipeline here. And what this road is my agent. And what this road is my agent. Now let's take an example. I'm talking about government will take the road, means who will take care of the road? Government will take care of the road. I'm talking about Microsoft hosted agent. Microsoft hosted agent means Microsoft will take care each and everything. We no need to worry. Right? Government will create the road means government will take care. It's not our responsibility. Our responsibility, that is different thing. But yeah, of course, that will not be. But if you have created your own road, if you have created some own road, the responsibility of maintaining will be yours. That is called self-hosted road. Means here that is called self-hosted agent. You have to maintain that agent. So how many type of agent we have? Two type of Microsoft hosted, self-hosted. Microsoft hosted will be maintained by the Microsoft. Self-hosted will be maintained by ourselves. Pipeline, we are going to run pipeline on this one. What we are going to run? We are going to run the pipeline on this one. So like this, and what is agent pool here? If we are using more than what we are doing, if you are using more than one agent. So what are the agent here? You can understand from here. Agent pool, which we are taking. I'm taking Azure pipeline pool, pre-built one. I'll create a new pool as well. I'll create our own pool as well that I'll use in the future. Agent specification, what kind of agent can be? Now see, these agent you can choose here. These are Microsoft hosted. These are not ours. So you can choose. I'm choosing Ubuntu 20.0. Keep this parameter like this. Don't change this parameter. First pipeline section is done. I gave name. Agent pool means more than one agent will be there. From agent pool, you need to select the agent, which agent you want to, on which agent you want to build the pipeline. Now see, on this agent, your pipeline will be built it like this. Then get the source here, click on this one here. Of course, this configuration is done. We got our source code from where? From GitHub done. Then third one here, agent job. Agent job here means we need to define the agent here. As I said, there is a two type of agent. So what I'm writing, I am writing this is my build agent actually. What we are doing, we are running a build agent. This is my build agent. Another one here, agent pool. I am taking Azure pipeline here. So agent pool, I am taking Azure pipeline. Agent specification, which agent you are taking. So I am taking agent equal to Ubuntu 20.0. I have taken this. Now this task, whatever the task, this will be related to the project actually. What we are doing, I am restoring the, what I am doing, I am restoring the code. I am checking here. This, if you see a solution path of the subject here, **/ CS proj. If you see a CS proj anywhere here, it will attach with this one, it will restore. Built here, it will test the artifact, it will publish the artifact. This is what we are going to get from here. Restore, build, test, and publish. We are going to generate the artifact out of this one here. So this is what we need to understand. This is build part here. What this is build part. Click on save and queue. Click on save and queue here. You need to understand, if you want to save some comment, you can write the comment. Agent pool, please don't change. We configured this in many places. Agent specification here, which branch you are taking here. Just save and run here. Don't change anything. Don't try to change anything. Leave here. It's not giving me like this here. So leave here and please refresh. It's building in the end actually. Sometimes your UI will be like this. Usually it will not be like this. Get building in the back end now. See, this is getting built here. Like this, your pipeline is getting built. So what we are doing here, those tasks, whatever the task we have, agent, first thing you'll look for the agent. What is our agent? Microsoft hosted agent. So now he's checking for the source code. He's fetching the source code from where? From the repository. Now see, that is done. Now he's doing the restore work. Restoration is done, I think. Yeah, he's building now. He's checking for this thing here. He's building the package. What? Build, test, package, and publish the .NET application. Run a custom .NET command here. Now see, here it will build, here it will test. What it will do? It will test, build, test, package, or publish a .NET application. He is testing here now. Then he is publishing, and after publishing, what we are going to get? If I do a publish here now, see. If I'll see a publish article, let's see a publish here. Then if I do a publish artifact here, I'll get something like this. If I'll go a checkout section, I'll get something like this, finalizing job like this. This is what we'll get. If you want to see the view raw log here, how this pipeline is working here, you can see the view raw log from this section here. For each and everything actually, if you change here, log will change. If you change these things here, means log will change. Like this you are going to get. Like this, what you are going to get? You are going to get like this here, publish, test here. These are the tasks which I defined. This will be according to the projects here. Please understand. This will be according to the projects here. We are dealing with the .NET here. You can understand. If I go to the pipeline, familiarity with the dashboard, what pipeline? This is our pipeline. Now, how you can understand? You can edit from now. See, you can edit the pipeline from here. If you want to edit the pipeline, you can edit the pipeline from here like this. Or otherwise, what you can do here now like this. If I click on this one here, I'll get something like this here. Now see, if I click on pipeline here, I'll get something like this here. If I go inside the pipeline, I will be able to see the pipeline here now like this. What I will be able to see the pipeline like this. You need to be familiar with the dashboard, how, where you need to go, what you need to go, what is the branch, master branch. This is like this. If I go to the published section here now, see, if you click on published section, it will show you artifact here. What it will do, it will show you an artifact that will be inside the drop here. Consumed here, if I'll go to the consumed section here, it will show something like this, designer information. But one more thing here, if you want to see the artifact location, you can download the artifact and then copy the artifact like this. This is the first process which we need to follow, that is called CI process, continuous integration. Now, what is our target here next? Let me create a flow, it will be helpful for you people. Then we are going to release. Release means continuous deliver, be generated one package of application, complete package of application be generated. So release is already here. Let me delete this. So what will be there? Now this is there. So if this is there means, so what we are going to do here, now like this. So this package we have to release. Where we can release? Let's understand what are the environment, what are the place we can. These are the places where you can release your application here. What are the examples? Azure App Service deployment here. You can release into the Kubernetes environment. There are many environment you can get into. There are many places where you can put your application for the end user. What we are doing? We are putting application for the end user. So today we are going to understand one cloud services that is called Azure App Service deployment. So what sorts of application we can deploy here? Let's understand. So like this, what it will do, deploy your application to Azure App Services, choose web app or Windows, Linux, container function app or anything. This kind of application we can deploy here. So what we are using app services here. We are using app services here like this. I'm doing like this, done. Then adding artifact. Just now we generated the artifact where into the pipeline. Which pipeline? This pipeline. This pipeline here, what was the pipeline? What was the artifact name? This was the artifact name, .NET project for the class. So automatically this will be attached where? From the drop. From the drop section, it will be attached. Now see, we attached that artifact, whatever the artifact we generated now, that I will add into the where? This artifact I will deploy into the app services. But configure this first. So now configure this first. I'm talking app services means this is one of the services of cloud. One of the services of cloud. He's asking me Azure subscription. He's asking me a service name, app name. We don't have any app here as of now. So let's go there. Let's create that and let's integrate that apps here and let's deploy complete application here. You will understand the flow, how the flow is like. So what we need to do, we need to go to the Azure now. We need to go to the Azure cloud. Please create one account if you don't have any. You can use pay as you go as well, not very expensive. They'll charge you 30-40 rupees. So for learning this much we can afford, I guess. So what you can do here, you can go here and here, as I said, what you can do here, you can search for the app services. You can search for the app services. We are going to learn one more services in our Azure cloud like this. Create a services. This is PaaS, platform as a services. They are providing platform as a services. As I'm creating the services, what I'm doing, I'm creating a web app here. Here, free tier or pay as you go. Mine is pay as you go. Mine is not free tier. I'm creating the resource group. What I'm creating app grp resource group. Resource group means within this resource, of course, each and everything will be created. App name has to be unique. App name has to be unique. I'm writing this class project app. So class project app for 730 batch. I'm writing something like this so I can remember. Invalid character because I cannot write a dot actually. No special case letter because this will be associated with the domain. Whenever something will be associated with the domain, you can use only letters plus numbers. You are not allowed to use special case letter. So this is what. Then what sorts of very, very important thing here. What sorts of code you can publish here? Drop down here. You can publish .NET. You can publish Java code here. You can publish Node, PHP, Python. So whatever the application code you have, you can deploy here into this environment. You can host your application into this environment. Here you have to sit down with the developer. You need to ask him what version he built it, using what version he built it this application. I built it this by my own. I built it this application by .NET 6. So here you need to know what is the built version here. Now like this. Like this, you need to know the built version. Otherwise, your dependencies will vary. It will not integrate. Now, for what you are creating for the Windows environment or for the Linux environment, entirely up to you can change here. So this same application will be created for the Linux environment, same will be created for the Windows environment. You are the boss. Which region you want to host? East US, Central US, Central Canada, whichever region you want to host, you can add. Then window plan here. This is the plan here. According to that, you can take the machine, what machine you are looking for. According to this, you can take. I'm taking this machine. You can take some cheaper one too. So, but let me take middle one. So I don't want any problem to be here for this. So like this. And another thing here, database, because our application will generate the data. So now what we can do, deploy with your app. So database, if you want to optimize the database, you can optimize the database here. Optimize based on your runtime, or you can do Azure cache for Redis. So which database you want to attach with this application straight away? 3 tier, guys, 3 tier. Front end, back end in database, right? Database will be here. Front end we are configuring here. Back end will be, of course, .NET here like this. Continuous deployment here. Continuous deployment means as soon as you are going to make the changes, automatically it will be deployed here. So directly you can attach with this one. But I'm going to handle this thing by using CI/CD. I'm not going to, because I'm not deploying application directly. I'm handling application. I'm deploying using CI/CD. This continuous integration and continuous delivery I will handle from here. So this is what we are going to do. Then what I'll do here, I'll get into this one here. Of course, basic authentication is enabled. Let's keep it like this. Next here, configure networking. If I'm going now, see what we can do here. We can enable the, now he has written something here. Please read out this thing here. It will be very, very helpful for you. Web apps can be provisioned with the inbound address being public to the internet or isolated to the Azure virtual network. Now see, what is the meaning of this one here? Suppose you want enable public access. Of course, publicly people will be able to enter into this one. If you switch off here, so means external user will not be able to enter into this one here. Enable network injection. You can set up this network injection as well. You can read out these things from here. Whether you are providing public access or not, that is the thing here. Monitoring, if you want to configure the monitoring, of course, for what we are doing, we are deploying, we are creating on web apps. If we are creating the web apps here, means what you can do here, you can enable the, what you can do here, you can enable the monitoring here like this. By default, enabling, by default monitoring are here. So this is what monitoring thing is. Tag is metadata here. Tag means if you want to rename some component, you can rename and review and create. What will be there? It will be reviewed and created. It is going to cost me this much here. As I said, cloud is not going to charge you once. It will charge you per minute basis, per hour basis here. So like this, you can check the configuration. This is our configuration here. Like this, what I'm doing, I'm creating the application. Now see, I'm doing a create here. I clicked on create. What I did, I created one PaaS, platform as a services, web app services. Under app services, there will be a web app here. What we did, deployment. What, there is a problem with the deployment here. What is the problem here? Sometimes it will give you a problem here like this. So like this, what is the problem? Let's understand here. So sometimes what we need, no need to go. We no need to go very slow. Actually, we are creating very slow or very fast here. It will give you a error here sometime. So that we need to notice here. So that we need to notice here. There is no error here. Sometimes there will be bugs here. Of course, there will be a bug here. But sometimes if you're going very slow or very fast here, it will give you error here. That we need to understand here. It's not like you have done wrong configuration here. Please cross check that also. So this is what. Sometime we'll get like this here. I think in your batch that happened, right? Your server was not working, right? That server was not working. What I'm creating app grp here. What I'm doing, I'm creating app grp here. Someone already taken here. Okay. I'm creating app grp2 here. Then I'm creating app name here. This is my app services 011 here. So I'm using a stack here. What stack I'm using? I'm using .NET 6 here. Like this, waiting for the window. Go to the deployment here next. Okay. Disable networking. Okay. On monitoring is okay. I'm going to the tag here, review and create. If you're creating too slow here, actually this is the problem with UI, user interface. It will create. It's showing me failed. Why failed? Additional detail 400 might be helpful. Deployment web apps is not valid according to the tracking ID number is inner error detail here. What's going on here? Why it's giving me error here? It should not give me error actually. Configuration is okay. Portal invalid. The templates deployment not according to the validation regulations here. What is saying? Subscription equal to this one here. Resource group name equal to notification. No, it's not should be. It should not give me error here actually. It's not a one time actually. I have created this hundreds of time actually. It's not like today only I'm creating. But sometime we'll get error like this, guys. So what is saying portal is not valid. Let me check the subscription actually. Whether my subscription is active or not. I think my active. So please cross check your subscription here. Yeah, this is my active here actually. Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm creating app services again. Let's create app service here. Creating a web app here. Under this one, I'm creating a pay as you go. Of course, let's create a class grp here. I'm creating a class grp. After creating this one here, let me write app4. I'm writing some number here like this. Then what I'm doing here, I'm creating for the stack called .NET 6 here. Let me change for the Linux and web. It's not going to give me error. Let me change the region as well. I'm changing the region to Central India. Changing the region to Central India here. Zone redundancy is disabled. Application plan, okay. This is okay. Recommended preview here. Okay, let's enable the database things. Yes. Click on create here. Like this deployment is in a progress here. Now, what is the thing here? Deployment is in a progress now. Like this, these things are getting created here. It will not take more time because we are not configuring very high-end things here. So like this, each and everything will be inside the class grp here. This deployment will take some time. Now, if I go to the class group, right, so it will show me here. So like this, it will show me app for class, whatever, what is the name here, app for class here, these things, it will show me end-to-end information about this thing here now. What it will do, it will show me end-to-end information about this. Is still in progress actually. Deployment is still running. So within the resource group, each and everything will be created here. Web apps, domain, deployment center here, networking thing, what you are enabling. Each and everything will be created here. Within this, each and everything will be created. If you want to see these things here, you can go to this here. Just click on this one here. Your interface will be like this. Almost each and everything got created here. Endpoint. Yeah, our deployment is complete here now. Like this, what we are going to see, we are going to see something like this here. F for this. Now by default domain will be generated like this. If I click on this one here, by default it is showing me here. What we have not done, we have not built it anything as of now. We have not deployed anything. Now let's deploy into this one. This is how we generate app services here. Like this, what we need to do, we need to add the service connection here. Just refresh here first. Then we need to add the credential. What service connection name? This is the service connection, pay as you go. Please cross check here. You need to authorize this here. You need to authorize whether this is available or not. Now it will authorize here. So I have to add the credential here. After adding a credential, it will send me the code in my email ID. I have to enter that code. So it will authorize whether you are a valid user to create the resources or not. It will authorize here. Just send it me one code here. That is 163293. So what I can do, I can sign in into this one. As I'll sign in, it will authorize. Means service connection. What we are doing here, service connection here. Oh, it's giving me error here. Very good. Sometime it will give you like this, guys. So yeah, let me authorize again. Should not give me error. Sometime this will happen. This is the problem with the graphical user interface. You need to be. So now I got another one, I guess. Yeah, I got another one. My code is 374125. I'll do a sign in here. Yeah, very good. Service connection name with pre-Azure already exist. Okay. Only a user having administrator application can use it. Okay. No problem. He's saying only with the administrator can use this one here. Okay. So what we will do, we'll use this available service connection here like this. This is already connected actually. Service connection is already established here. It's not establishing again one more time. So what we did, we created for the, now what we did, we created for the Linux environment. So we can change the environment here. And what we are going to get, we are going to get like this. Please notice one thing here. Don't enter manually this name here, Azure App Services name. See what name we have given. We have given this name here. So don't think like adding your, you can add this name manually as well. Please don't think like this. We cannot add. So we cannot add. This is the app name here, right? What is the app name here? This is the app name here, app for this. So please don't enter. Automatically it should pop up. If it's not popping up here means you have a connection problem here. Sometime, as I said, this is a graphical user interface. If you're doing right configuration also, sometime it will give you error here. Startup command, I'm not writing here. If you're writing any commands, you can write the commands as well. So apply or whatever. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing save. I'm saving here. Then apart from save, actually I need to change the agent here. What I need to do, I need to run because this pipeline built or release. If I'm doing now, see built on what this is my release pipeline here. What I'm doing here, this is my release hyphen pipeline here. So whether you run build pipeline, whether you run a release pipeline, that has to be run, that need to be run on where, on the agent. So I'm using Microsoft hosted agent called Ubuntu. Using Microsoft hosted agent called Ubuntu here, like this, I will be able to see. So like this. Then I'll do a create release here. After doing create release here, I'll click on create here. I will be able to see. So go to the release one. So it will show me something like this here, logs. Go to the log section, click on this one here. You'll see the logs here. Your agent is getting ready here for the job. What we are doing, we are releasing this to the environment, deploying like this. Now here first, it will download the artifact. Now see, it's downloading the artifact. Then it's checking the service connection. What is the service connection? App services, for service connection for the app services, whatever we configured here. Then, so package deployment using zip deploy initiated here. It's deploying the package actually. This is in a progress. Successfully deployed web packages to the app services here. So then what else here? It will take some time. What we are doing, we are deploying the packages by CI/CD. Now, from the continuous integration and continuous delivery, we are deploying this into our app services. We can refresh here. Sometime it will hang. No, it's going on. So like this. Now see, each and everything it will do. Okay, waiting for the console. Got. If you want to see the output, you can click on this one here. You'll see what are the things it has performed here. You can click on this one here. How it deployed the app services, each and everything you can see from here, like this. So what is the thing here? Then if I close this thing here, now what I'll do here? Now see, if I click on domain here, by default, as I said, by default domain will be, what will be there? By default domain will be assigned here, right? So what I'll do here, I'll click on this here, like this. This is how your ASP.NET Core is look like. What I did, I deployed the application into this one here, hello world, like this. If our UI user interface is good, of course, better interface will pop up. Our job is done. This is developer job here. If we have good UI means we can get a good UI. But I shown you people what I've shown you people a process of continuous integration and delivery or deployment. But let's understand continuous integration and continuous delivery. For this, what you need to do, just go here, edit the pipeline. I went into the release section. I went into the edit pipeline section here. Then see the star continuous delivery trigger. Trigger the continuous delivery and save this. Enable the trigger for this one here. Save. This is done. Then what I'm doing, I'm going to the pipeline part here and I'm going to the build part here. Just click on this one here, then edit. Trigger here. What I'm doing here, I'm enabling the trigger here. Trigger means continuous integration and continuous delivery trigger I'm enabling. Click on save. Don't click on save and queue here. Click on save. So what is the case here? As soon as developer will make changes in your code here now. What I'm doing here, as soon as developer will make the code changes where? Into this one. Let me go to the GitHub here. What I'm doing, I'm going to the GitHub here. I'm going to the, not to Google, I'm going to the GitHub here now. So what will be there now? This is my 999 application, of course. So what I'm doing, I'm making some code changes here. What I'm doing, I'm making some code changes here. If I'll go to the view part here, if I'll go to the view part here, I'll go to the home part here. Okay, index.cshtml. I'm changing this, added this one and make these changes. Make some changes. What I'm making changes, I'm writing some proper liner here. So enable the trigger. I have altered something here. I'm committing the change here now. What I'm doing, I'm committing the change here. As soon as I'll commit the change here, now see this is what we have right now. But now let's see. This is called continuous integration and continuous delivery. Automatically this will start. I will not change anything. If I refresh here, automatically it will start here. Automatically it will initiate here now. See, I have not done anything. I just refreshed here now. See, 10 second, 11 second. This got started here. After release will be started. So automatically this will be deployed here. Here, not here, here. Tomorrow, if developer will make some sort of change, tomorrow suppose we need to change something here. So what will be the case here? We'll just enable the this thing now. See, automatically this got started here. I'm not touching anything here. Automatically this got started here. Release. First is build. Build got completed, I guess. Yeah, this build got completed here. Then it will be released. Now see what it will do. Queued here. Why it's showing me queued here? So if I click on here, it will show waiting for one running job to finish. Something is running actually. So like this, what it's there. It will release here. Now what it will do, it will release here actually. Queued here. So this got started now. I'm not touching anything, guys. Automatically this is happening because I have enabled the trigger. As I have enabled the trigger means these changes will be implemented where into our app service like this. So this is what we can do. If you are looking for simple project thing here means simple things, some small application deployment you can deploy like this. So like this, it will take some time. If I go here means it will generating, yeah, it's generating something here in the backend here now. See, so like this. If it will be deployed means as soon as I'll make a changes here, as soon as I'll refresh this. Now see, this is what continuous integration and continuous delivery pipeline is. Tomorrow we will understand little complicated pipeline actually. This is a simple one. So like this, what do you understood the flow? What is the flow here? Continuous integration and continuous delivery. Integration means integrating the integrating means generating the artifact. Delivery means releasing that to the environment here. Releasing that to the environment. What are the takeaways? Service connection. Why we need service connection? Then afterward, we need to understand this. Please understand this thing here. You need to show the complete flow of a project here. So any question, guys? If you have any question, you can ask me the question. Otherwise, tomorrow we will see. I'll see you with another project of Azure pipeline. Then we will go to the Jenkins pipeline project actually. Then we will discuss. Then I'll integrate all the tools there. Docker, Kubernetes, Prometheus, Grafana. Then we'll discuss about Trivy also. We'll discuss about SonarQube also. So each and every tool I'll integrate. Then you will understand complete integration of the flow. Complete integration of the project actually. So any question, JP or Abdullah? Any question, Salman?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'll catch you people tomorrow. Please practice this actually. Okay, so it will be very helpful. Okay, take care, everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye bye.